All the tanking paid off for the Wizards and Jazz that get top amazing picks, but the Pacers screwed so bad could set them back years. But no one to blame but themselves. They took a big gamble and it failed. The GM felt he had to make an apology post to the fans. What? But that means the Clippers have a mega talent on the way. But so many crazy things happen in this lottery, like Anthony Davis? A magic trick. The 2019 Pelicans trade away AD, get number 1. 2025 Mavs trade away AD, get number 1. Now the Wizards get Davis and number 1. Oh, that's a coincidence? That's what they want you to think. But let's go pick by pick to talk winners, losers, and teams whose offseason just got interesting. So if you don't know, this is the deepest draft class the NBA has had since the LeBron, Wade, Melo, Bosh 03 class that every other draft gets compared to. No, there's no LeBron at the top, but there are 4 legit number 1 guys. AJ Debonsa, Darren Peterson, Cameron Boozer, Caleb Wilson. Anyone could anchor your franchise, but the talent keeps coming, which means the Pacers messed up. Can you believe this is what they traded for Ivica Zubac? Pacers got Zoo and Kobe Brown. Clips got the number 5 pick, a 2029 first unprotected, 2028 second, and Benedict Mathurin. I like Zoo, but my goodness, what a mistake. Let's start though with the bottom and teams that failed to jump up. Like the Warriors had a 9% chance to go top 4, but stayed at 11. In fact, a report just before the lottery said, if they got lucky, Golden State was going to move that pick for a player like Giannis. Now, that's off the table. But NBA playoffs rolling on. So much fun playing PrizePicks every single night. Win or lose, the cash is just a bonus if I can win, but I'm guaranteed to have like 10 times more fun every night if I have some picks in. I love how easy the app is to use. All you got to do, pick more or less on a few players' stats and you're set. So, my 2 picks for tonight. Couple of picks for Monday's game. Combo plays Lou Dort and Austin Reeves. We're going to go lower on their threes. James Harden and Duncan Robinson lower on their threes. And best of luck if you're tailing those picks. PrizePicks, available in all these states. No better time to sign up with this second round coming up. And nothing helps out the channel more than using code AMHOOPS when you sign up. Use code AMHOOPS. If you play just $5, you'll get $50 in lineups, instantly win or lose. People were also terrified that the Thunder would move top 4 with just a 7% chance to get lucky, but they stay at 12. Still, adding a lottery pick to this deep team, terrifying. Are you watching what they are doing to the Lakers right now? OKC brings randos off the bench who play like all-stars. Could get another one. But to round out that bottom 10 before we get into luck, the Hornets at 14, Heat 13, and Bucks at 10. Good picks, but not a sure thing. So the first big surprise was the Kings. They fall 2 spots from top 5 to 7. I feel so bad for Kings fans. On March 5th, just 38 days for the finish line, they were tied for the number 1 pick, feeling good. Then all of a sudden, for no reason, they start winning games. Boom, beat Chicago, then Indiana, the Jazz. All teams who are trying to tank. Why? Because Coach Doug Christie unleashed DeMar DeRozan at the exact wrong time. In that stretch, man dropping 30 points a game on 61% shooting. I mean, the Wizards out here letting Bam score 83, Jazz getting fined for sitting their best players, but Sacramento playing DeRozan 37 minutes a night like it's 2016. I hate to say it, what did you think was gonna happen? This was Kings fans' worst nightmare, and it just came true. But the next big surprise was the Nets. Team falls out of the top 4 to number 6, which hurts even more considering what they paid to get there. Brooklyn wanted to control their rebuild so bad that they traded control of 4 first-round picks to get their 2025 and 26 selections back. But the result? They now move down a combined 5 spots in both drafts. Brutal. In fact, remember they drafted 5 players last year? Don't look like any of them's gonna be a future star. But now let's dig into the Clips at 5. Just a few months ago, one of the most screwed teams in the NBA after 2 terrible mistakes, trading for Paul George and James Harden. Not only is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out here leading a potential dynasty thanks to that PG trade, but the Clips had like 0 picks going for it in an old roster. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they make big moves at the deadline. In the same week, they trade James Harden and Zubats for a rebuild haul. In total, they got Darius Garland, Benedict Mathurin, role players, the number 5 pick, another 2029 first unprotected, in 2 seconds for Harden and Zoo. In fact, they had a deal on the table to trade away Kawhi to Golden State that fell through at the last minute. So we're all waiting on the aspiration punishment, but the Clips are a big winner, which means the loser is Indiana. A finals team 1 year ago, then their best player Tyrese Halliburton tears his Achilles, so they go into full rebuild mode. I'm talking tanked harder than anyone not named Washington. 19 wins is hard to do and painful. Now they have 0 picks to show for it. The deal they made was a top 4 protected pick for Zoo, which becomes a 2031 pick if not conveyed. Well, it did convey, and now there is a ton of pressure on Zoo to play like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Good luck, buddy. Now I want to get into like a mock draft for some of these teams, but the luckiest team in the league was the Bulls. They jumped 5 spots into that top 4 after half a season of tanking. That is amazing. You feel good for their fans. So they go from the 9th pick to 4 for most likely Caleb Wilson, a 6'10 big from North Carolina. Kid is the most athletic player in the class, will fit great next to Josh Giddey and Mattis Buzelis. In fact, he's exactly what they need in their front court. His one weakness is shooting jumpers, but maybe that comes along. And Wilson is the last player here that people think have superstar upside as a prospect. At number 3, the Grizzlies also get lucky by moving up 3 spots from 6 to 3. Remember, they went into rebuild mode by trading 2 of their 3 cornerstone guys, Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson Jr. Now, they can add Cam Boozer, a 6'9 forward from Duke, who is College Player of the Year because man is the most polished NBA-ready player in this class. He not only shot 40% from 3 on high volume, but he's got the skill to run the offense as a point forward. Now, some people do doubt his star upside because he plays below the rim, but he's the son of 2-time All-Star Carlos Boozer, and NBA kids have a great track record in the league recently. Now, their biggest concern trading Ja Morant. How are they gonna deal Ja to really turn the page and still get decent value for him in a trade? But maybe now they take less value for Ja because they've got in place a great new young core. And at 2, the Jazz move up 2 spots in the final year of their rebuild. They've got vets like Triple J and Larry Markkinen to add with Darren Peterson, a 6'6 guard from Kansas. Now Darren, dominant offensively, but the most controversial player in the class. He has both character and medical concerns. Now both of those may end up being nothing. But remember, he was in and out of the lineup at Kansas, which bothered a lot of people, and had full body cramps that sent him to the hospital multiple times. Darren now says, oh, the reason was I was taking too much creatine. No big deal, but we'll see. So, will the Jazz then send a boatload of assets to DC to move up to number 1? Because that pick is AJ DeBansa, who went to BYU in their backyard. Jazz owner Ryan Smith went to BYU and loves the school. It would be like getting the hometown superstar. If not, the Wizards take AJ, a 6'9 forward from BYU. Kid led college in scoring and has emerged as the number 1 pick in a deep class. AJ's got a complete skill set, scoring at the rim, cooks the mid-range with elite defense. A big plus will be playing alongside vets to take the pressure off this first year, right? It's like the opposite of Cooper Flag. Remember, DC traded for Trae Young and Anthony Davis to add with young players Alex Sarr, Keyshawn George, Trey Johnson, and Bilal Coulibaly. So this is the final mock draft. ESPN's got a great one too. The final lottery in the tank era. Remember, this class was so great. Teams tanked so hard they're gonna change the rules, and it paid off for everyone except Indiana. But the offseason is going to be huge also for trades. We might get a big one in Boston because the Jaylen Brown situation is completely out of control.